just wanted to come and talk to you for a minute about a couple different things about dying. Things that you have now that you've collected, they won't mean very much to you. You think they will, you wonder what happens to the things that you have collected during this earth when you were in the flesh. But the things that you collected when you were in the spirit will mean a lot more to you than the ones you've collected here on this earth. If you knew someone is teaching falsely, you need to get away from them. You need to get away from any of that stuff that people are teaching falsely. Just get your hands away. Just step back. Stand back from it. Don't participate in it. Get away from all the false teaching, any kind of false teaching. Claim the promises. And I know you want it now. I want it now. I want it now. But be patient. God knows the right time for you to have those promises and those prayers that you've asked God about. He knows the best time to give them to you. If you deserve it, you'll receive it. When you do the work. You got to do the work first. You're not going to get paid till you do the work. God doesn't pay before you do the work. He does after you do the work. What about the promises of like Sarai and Abraham, where Sarai, God was wanting her to know that she was going to have a child. And, well, she laughed about it. And they called the child Isaac, what means laughter. And she wasn't laughing at God that she didn't believe him. She was laughing for joy. Times change, but God's word never changes. God's still on the throne. Claim the promises and be patient. Sodom and Gomorrah. Stand up against these things. These are not natural. Yeah, if some people say, well, that was before the law, Sodom and Gomorrah. No, there was always been a law of nature. And it was against the law of nature what Sodom and Gomorrah were doing, what was going on there. Look around you, friends. Stand up against it. And stand up against it now. You see, they're trying to take God out of the schools. They're trying to take him out of the government. They're trying to take him out of the churches. They're trying to take God out of everything. What's happened through time every time they do? The world's being blessed by Christians. When they start taking God out, look what's happening in the world. The world's falling apart because they're taking God out of it. And the heathens and the enemies are getting to take over the Christians because they won't stand up and they won't study and they won't do the will of God. Things are getting worse and worse. God sees and he hears what's going on. And you got to know that. He knows what's happening. And he doesn't like it. If some people say, well, what about the little girls being raped or molested and stuff, and God, why is God allowing this to happen? God's not allowing it to happen. We're letting it happen because we're not doing anything about it. When they do it, we hang them, and that would be done with it. But we're not doing what God says to do about the murders and the rapists. And that's as far as we're going to go right now.